Tick the correct options in the box. There are two layers in the crust. Option A, inner and outer crust. Option B, continental and oceanic crust. Option C, surface and oceanic crust. Option D, mantle and core. Correct answer is option B, continental and oceanic crust. Which element is found in both mantle and crust? Option A, silica. Option B, magnesium. Option C, aluminium. Option D, iron. Correct answer is option B, magnesium. Which of these minerals are found in the core of the earth? Option A, iron, magnesium. Option B, magnesium, nickel. Option C, aluminium, iron. Option D, iron, nickel. Correct answer is option D, iron, nickel. The inner core is in which state? Option A, gaseous. Option B, solid. Option C, liquid. Option D, semi-solid. Correct answer is option B, solid. The outer core is made up of option A, iron. Option B, gold. Option C, hydrogen. Option D, oxygen. Correct answer is option A, iron. The layer of the earth on which we live. Option A, mantle. Option B, core. Option C, crust. Option D, continental crust. Correct answer is option D, continental crust. Which seismic waves can travel through liquid medium? Option A, primary waves. Option B, secondary waves. Option C, surface waves. Option D, oceanic waves. Correct answer is option A, primary waves. Tell whether right or wrong. Correct the wrong statement. The density of various materials is not the same in the interior of the earth. Right. The core of the earth's interior is made up of hard rock. Wrong. Correct statement. The core of the earth's interior is made up of elements like iron and nickel. Secondary waves cannot pass through outer core. Right. Continental crust is made up of silica and magnesium. Wrong. Correct statement. Continental crust is made up of silica and aluminium. Answer the following. What are the two parts of the crust? What is the basis of classification? Continental crust and oceanic crust are the two parts of the crust. The crust is classified on the basis of whether it lies below the land or the ocean. The part of the crust lying below the continent is known as the continental crust. The part of the crust lying below the ocean is known as the oceanic crust. Why is the upper mantle called the asthenosphere? The upper layer of mantle is more in liquid state. Here one finds magma chambers. It is through these chambers that magma comes out on the earth's surface during volcanic eruptions. Hence, the upper layer is known as asthenosphere. Magnetosphere of the earth is the result of rotation. Explain. The average temperature of the outer core of the earth is around 5000 degrees Celsius. The average temperature of the inner core of the earth is around 6000 degrees Celsius. This difference between the temperature results in formation of vertical currents. The rotation of the earth gives eddy (circular) motion to these currents. Electric currents develop in these spiral eddies of liquid iron, leading to generation of the magnetic field of the earth. This magnetic field is called magnetosphere. In this way, the magnetosphere is formed due to the rotation of the earth. Draw neat diagrams, label them and explain. The interior of the earth. Explanation. Inner core. It is the center and the hottest layer of the earth. The inner core is solid and made up of iron and nickel. Outer core. The outer core of the earth is similar to a very hot ball of metals. It is composed of metals such as iron and nickel. The outer core surrounds the inner core. Mantle. Mantle is the widest section of the earth. Mantle is mainly made up of semi-molten rock known as magma. The rock is hard in the upper part of the mantle, but lower down the rock is softer and begins to melt. The mantle consists of very hot and dense rock. Crust. The crust is the outer layer where we live. It is a solid rock layer divided into two types. Continental crust covers the land and oceanic crust covers water. Magnetic pole and equator. Explanation. North Pole and South Pole are the two magnetic poles of the Earth. The magnetic poles of the Earth are different from geographical poles as shown in the figure. The magnetosphere is the magnetic field of the Earth, extends even outside the Earth and protects it from the harmful solar winds. Equator is an imaginary line along the middle of the Earth at an equal distance from the North Pole and South Pole. View geographical regions. There is variety in the interior of the Earth. There is a difference between the elements, temperatures and pressure found in the three parts of the interior of the Earth, viz. the crust, mantle and core. In the interiors of the Earth, transitional areas are found between continental crust and oceanic crust, crust and mantle, upper mantle and lower mantle, mantle and core, and outer core and inner core. Therefore, there are discontinuities in the interior of the Earth. There is correlation between the density of metals and their location in the interior of the Earth. The rocks found in the crust have a predominance of the compounds silicon, aluminum, magnesium, etc. These compounds are lighter in weight. Therefore, they are found in the upper layer of the interior of the Earth. The elements like iron and nickel are found in the core of the Earth. These elements are heavier in weight. Thus, metals with low density are found in the upper level of the interior of the Earth, and metals with high density are found in the lower level of the interior of the Earth. Thus, there is a correlation between the density of metals and their location in the interior of the Earth. Mantle is the center of earthquake and volcanic eruptions. The rocks in the upper 100 to 200 km of the mantle melt due to the heat and magma is created. Magma chambers are found in this layer of the Earth. Due to the heat and pressure, energy waves are created in the mantle. These energy waves move in a vertical direction and magma comes out on the surface of the Earth during volcanic eruptions. Thus, the mantle is the center of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The thickness of the crust below the continents is less as compared to oceans. The density of the crust below the continents is 2.65 to 2.90 gram per cubic centimeter. The density of the crust below the oceans is 2.90 to 3.3 gram per cubic centimeter. As the density of the crust below the continents is comparatively low, it keeps floating on the mantle. It does not subduct into the mantle. As a result, the thickness of the crust below the continents is found to be high. As the density of the crust below the ocean is comparatively high, it subducts into the mantle, leading to its low thickness. Thus, the thickness of the crust below the continents is greater as compared to the oceans. Earth is protected because of the magnetosphere. The ozone layer protects the Earth from ultraviolet radiation. The Earth's magnetosphere serves to deflect most of the solar wind whose charged particles would otherwise strip away the ozone layer. In this way, the Earth is protected because of the magnetosphere. Let's recall how are igneous rocks formed. When the lava coming out during volcanic eruptions slowly cools down and solidifies, it forms igneous rocks. What is a volcano? A volcano is an opening in the Earth's crust through which lava, volcanic ash and gases escape.